In this episode, we'll ride up 2 climbs to old Nike missile sites, just outside of San Francisco. These relics of the past offer views across the city and out to the Pacific Ocean, but it's not without some effort. Join me for a journey to some hidden gems here in the Bay. Good morning. Really excited about the ride today. We are visiting 2 missile sites here in San Francisco, so that's 2 climbs. Let's get into it. And our first climb of the morning to the first missile site is on Sneath Lane. Here we go. This is the Bay Area, encompassing the cities of San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose, to name a few. Unknown to many, there is a surprisingly good amount of climbing here. It's a cyclist playground with hills and mountains stretching in and around the dense urban metropolis. According to the PJAM cycling website, there are 151 documented climbs in the entire Bay Area, and I aim to tackle all of them, one by one, and at the end of the day, take you through what it's like and rank them based on difficulty and how beautiful. Alright, Sweeney Ridge, number 23 of our Every Climb series. Watch out for that middle portion, it's going to get really steep, but it's 3.1 miles. Let's go. So the climb gets started through this small suburb area, and this morning we're starting with a real typical marine layer. We're just south of Daly City. It's as expected, but I'm sure it might burn off into the ride. So that first bit up from Skyline is very steep. You're going between 10 to 12% grade, and then it mellows out for a little bit here. And I love the feeling this morning as we rise up into the fog, heading closer and closer to this peak. There's a real mood about it. Now, this is my first time doing this, so I don't know what's up ahead. I'm trying to pace myself. I'm unsure when the steep sections are going to hit. Seems like one now. Okay, down section here for a moment. Right, we started here, we made our way through the suburbs, we've reached the entrance to the park, and then our climb now makes it all the way up to the previous missile site, just here. All right, let's continue. It's a mystery to what lies up above. The fog is hiding it from plain view. So the climb here narrows to more of a walking trail, wide enough for 1 car, but it means that all the cars are off the road and it's nice and quiet. Do watch out for walkers, dog walkers and things like that. Be courteous to them, but upwards we climb. It feels like we're something from a Jurassic Park movie, up through the mist and the fog, not knowing what lies around the next corner. Okay, feeling it now. We're hovering around 7% grade, pushing the legs through. Happy, still feeling good this morning, pushing on forward. What we can't see because of the fog is I imagine the Pacific Ocean is out beyond here, but hidden today. You can see the ridgeline hovering in the distance and then fading away. What a beautiful start. I wonder what that means. Road marking on there said fog line. Oh, pushing it. Oh, it's steep here. We're up to 13, 14. This came out of nowhere. 16. 18. 18. This is no joke now. Oh. Okay, we're around a corner and you can see I'm out of breath there. That was a couple 100 feet of some serious climbing. Oh, we're not there yet. 0.8 of a mile to go. And there's a drop off my shoulder here on what would normally probably be a lovely view. We're not rewarded with those yet, but I can see the color of the sky lighting up. So I imagine maybe there's a chance when we get to the top, it might clear up onwards. It's like being in a rainforest right now. It's wet, dripping down from the trees. Look at that behind me. Loving it. What a morning. Okay, the path changes direction here as we reach the top of the ridge, which we're going to follow along to the missile site. You can sense we're in the upper band of the fog. There's a lot more light. The sun is starting to poke through. Oh, I just have a feeling I'm going to see blue at any moment, and not my top. Oh, legs are working hard. We're nearly at the top. Here we go, we've reached the top where the missile site is. Let's explore around and see what's up here.
At the height of the Cold War, this ridge was transformed into a Nike missile tracking site. Giant radar dishes once stood here, constantly scanning the skies for incoming Soviet bombers. Soldiers worked in underground bunkers to guide the defense of missiles, making this windswept hilltop a critical watchtower protecting the Bay Area.
But that is blue skies. That's good news. That is the Sweeney Ridge climb done. We end ourselves up at this missile tracking site, which is quite eerie of a top to finish at, but normally on a day like this you'd be able to have views all the way around. But in a way, it's kind of special to do it during like a foggy day like this. And look at the sun in the background coming through the fog, just creating this overwhelming ball of light. It's quite special. The climb has that really steep section in the middle where it gets up to 18, 17%. That's a real cracker part of the climb, but the rest of it is quite consistent. It's quite lovely. It's on a quiet road and it's a good little climb to come up and do, especially if you're in Daly City or around here, San Bruno. Come up here and check it out. All right, let's get back on the bike and head on down.
Just a few miles away, Milagra Ridge served as the launch site for the Nike missiles. Beneath these grassy hills were underground silos where the missiles stood ready, armed but never fired. Together with the radar at Sweeney Ridge, this site formed part of a defensive ring around San Francisco, a reminder of a time when nuclear war felt dangerously close.
So we're there. We're going to make our way up to the launch area, which is where the missiles would have launched from using the targeting system just down here. And there's also a gun battery that looks out to the Pacific Ocean. Let's go and check it out. Okay, we're almost to our second site for today. The climb is very small, but let's check it out nonetheless. And the fog has cleared. It's now heading out back towards the ocean, which means we get views like this. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh, feel that vitamin D, the sun in my face. Amazing. It's gonna be a warm summer's day, I think. We're gonna take the dogs to the beach later, but this is a beautiful way to start. There's Pacifica and the Pacific Ocean.
And we're actually climbing now. There's a little bit of a steep portion to reach the peak here. And that is probably where the missile site is. Let's go and see. All right, there's the top, and look at Pacifica beyond. It's clear, which is not normally in this area. This area is notoriously very foggy, but all of the fog has receded us beyond into the ocean. The old bunkers here.
And I actually spoke incorrectly here. This is one of the old gun batteries outside of the bunker.
Well, we've reached our 2 missile sites for the day. One a tracking location and then one the actual launch location here just above Pacifica. An amazing morning, passing out through the fog into the sun. Just one of those days where you have to pinch yourself that you live in such a beautiful spot. I'm gonna get back on the bike, ride down the hill, and then get on home. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time. Bye.